days ago, at a Muslim conference in Chicago, Illinois Congressman Mike Quigley apologized on behalf of America for our discrimination against Muslims. Yes, America is indeed the great Satan. This country has welcomed people of all races and all faiths, giving Muslims the same freedoms and the same access to the same opportunities as all other citizens. Muslims are protected by the same laws and the same constitution that protect all Americans. Muslims get to pray and fast and worship as they please, and despite repeated terrorist attacks by Muslims killing thousands of Americans on our own soil, Muslims get to have dinner with the president at the White House. The media bends over backwards to defend Islam against all criticism, and hate crimes against Muslims are dwarfed by hate crimes against other groups such as Jews. It's about time someone apologized for our horrendous discrimination against Muslims. Congressman Quigley?
The Bill of Rights is not self-executing. It takes work on a day-to-day basis. I'm honored to serve on the Judiciary Committee, and the forms of discrimination come in many forms, many shapes, and in many guises. You have my pledge to work with you to fight them, and I think it's appropriate for me to apologize on behalf of this country for the discrimination you've faced. So,
here's a question. How exactly does our country discriminate against Muslims? Are there hate crimes against Muslims in America? Yes, but according to the U.S. Department of Justice, there are hate crimes against Jews, Catholics, Protestants, blacks, Latinos, whites, homosexuals, and pretty much every other group you can think of. Why are Muslims consistently singled out as the victims by people like Congressman Quigley? Why doesn't he apologize to, say, Protestant Christians for the discrimination we face in the United States? Is it because even though there are occasional hate crimes against Protestants, America is still a really, really safe place to be a Christian, just as it's a really, really safe place to be a Muslim? So how does America discriminate against Muslims? Do people criticize Muhammad and tell Muslims that their religion is false? Yes, but we do the exact same thing with every other religious or anti-religious system known to man. I'm a Christian. People mock my beliefs all the time. They make fun of the Bible and tell me that Jesus never even existed. No one's apologizing to me, and it would never cross my mind to ask for an apology on behalf of my country. What about our poor atheist friends? People tell atheists that they're wrong and that God does exist. Atheists can't buy a cup of coffee without pulling out a dollar bill and seeing their beliefs attacked and ridiculed with the words, "In God we trust." Is Congressman Quigley going to apologize to atheists for the anti-atheist discrimination so prevalent in the U.S.?
and I think it's appropriate for me to apologize on behalf of this country for the discrimination you've faced.
It seems to me that the issues Muslims have to face in America are the exact same issues everyone has to face in America. True, some people burn the Quran, but some people also burn Bibles and American flags and bras. Yes, Trey Parker and Matt Stone wanted to put Muhammad in a bear suit in an episode of South Park, but that's nothing compared to what they did with everyone else's beliefs on South Park. So why are Muslims complaining, and why is Congressman Quigley apologizing? Well, to understand the delicate interplay between the incessant whining of Muslim groups like CARE and the cowardly groveling of politicians like Congressman Quigley, you have to understand something about Islam. According to the Quran, Muslims are the best people in the world. Surah 3, verse 110 says to Muslims, "You are the best of peoples ever raised up for mankind." Muslims are the best people in the world. Who are the worst people in the world? Non-Muslims. Surah 98 verse 6 reads, "Verily those who disbelieve in the religion of Islam, the Quran, and Prophet Muhammad, from among the people of the scripture, Jews and Christians, and al-mushrikun will abide in the fire of hell. They are the worst of creatures." We are the worst of creatures. Muslims are the best of peoples.
Discrimination against anyone or any faith is discrimination against all.
According to Islam, then, Muslims are way up here, and non-Muslims are way down here. Islam is beyond reproach, while other religions are beneath contempt. This is how things are supposed to be in Islam. Then Muslims travel to America, and they're told that these same rules apply to all people in all religions. Now, most people are quite happy to be treated equally. But if Muslims are superior to everyone else, as the Quran declares, equal treatment is an insult. It's an insult to treat the Quran like other books. It's degrading to draw Muhammad as you would draw a bowl of fruit. And so Muslim groups like CARE and ISNA and the OIC complain. A lot. If you listen closely, however, you'll notice that the complaints usually have nothing to do with unfair treatment. The complaints are almost always based on not giving Islam the special treatment it demands. You're letting Terry Jones burn the Quran the way you'd let him burn any other book? You're letting people draw Muhammad the way you'd let them draw anyone else in history? You want to let Christians preach to Muslims the way you let them preach to other people? Oh, the persecution! You're treating us as equals.
That arc of justice is tough, and we're going to have to address that.
You know, when people complain that they have to deal with the exact same things everyone else has to deal with, the response should be, yes, someone burned your book, and people are criticizing your prophet, but you need to learn to live with it the way everyone else has learned to live with it. There are countries where Muslims get special privileges and where all other groups live in subjugation, but those countries just aren't the United States of America. That's how you respond to demands for Sharia. Instead, Congressman Quigley apologizes for our country, reinforcing the absurd view that Muslims are more important than other Americans, that Muslims are being horribly mistreated in America, and that America needs to adapt to Islam rather than the other way around. When Mike Quigley became a congressman, he took an oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. The next time Congressman Quigley wants to apologize, he should probably apologize on his own behalf for breaking that oath and for sacrificing his country on the altar of political correctness.